Hello, friends, it's me. What shall we talk about today? Hmm. Oh, yes, all of you love bedtime stories. I will tell you a wonderful story today. Are you ready? Now, Billy was not like other bears. He wasn't big and scary. He was small and fluffy with soft brown fur. And instead of roaring loudly, he only made little whimpering noises. The other forest animals often laughed at him. "Look at that silly little bear," they would say. They walked and walked until they came across a little rabbit sitting by a tree. The rabbit was crying. "Why are you sad?" asked Billy. "Oh, my wing," he chirped. "It hurts so much." "Can you take me to the doctor?" "Of course," Billy said. Picking up the bird, Billy and Squeaky rushed over to the nearest house. It was also about helping others. He thought back to all the times he had seen an animal in need but had been too scared to help. All the animals seemed to be getting bigger and stronger as they walked. At first, he thought he was just imagining things. But then he looked closer and realized that he was actually gaining weight. "I am very disappointed in you, Squeaky," he said. "But I believe that you can still be a good and kind mouse." Did you like this story, friends? Which character did you like best? Tell me about it in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye. So I'm going to give you another chance. And with that, Squeaky was once again a tiny mouse. "Don't waste the second chance, Squeaky," the great stargazer warned. "Now leave, all of you. Let the little bear rest." As the animals left, Billy approached Squeaky. Do you want to try again to be friends?" he asked timidly. Squeaky looked up at Billy and smiled. "Sure," he squeaked. "Friends?" "Friends," Billy replied with a big grin. "That's impossible," he thought. "I haven't even had dinner yet." They learned that true strength came not from size or power, but from kindness and compassion. And they lived happily ever after. Suddenly, he felt a sharp pain in his stomach. Then he saw Squeaky. He wasn't a cute little mouse anymore. He was a huge rat with sharp claws and teeth. "Squeaky, what happened to you?" Billy cried. "And what's happening to me?" Squeaky snarled, baring his sharp teeth. "You weren't kind or helpful, little bear," he hissed. "So I tricked you. I knew the great stargazer would send me a soft, fluffy bear to eat, and now I'm going to devour you." Billy panicked. He tried to run, but Squeaky was too fast. He cornered Billy by a tree and prepared to strike. "Wait," Billy cried. "I still want to be friends." Squeaky stopped and stared at Billy for a moment. Then he let out a loud laugh. "You fool," he cackled. "Do you really think I want to be friends with you? I'm going to eat you." With that, Squeaky lunged at Billy. From now on, he promised himself that would no longer be the case. He would help anyone in need, no matter how scary they were. It belonged to Billie Eilish's mom. She was known throughout the forest for her healing abilities. "Mom, can you please help this little bird?" They had seen Squeaky turn into a giant rat and were determined to stop him from eating Billy. The rabbit thumped her foot on the ground. "Run, Billy!" she shouted. "We'll hold him off." So Billy ran as fast as he could, and the animals fought bravely against Squeaky, but Squeaky was too strong. He knocked the rabbit out with his tail and was about to pounce on Billy when suddenly a loud voice boomed through the forest. "Stop, Squeaky." Startled, Squeaky turned around and saw the great stargazer standing behind him. "You tricked me," Squeaky hissed. "I thought you were going to help me become big and strong so I could eat that bear." "I did," the great stargazer replied. "But you used your strength to harm others. That is not what being big and strong is about. Being strong means protecting the weak, not harming them. Helping others and being kind are what truly makes one strong." Squeaky hung his head in shame. "I'm sorry," he whispered. Billy asked. "Of course, my dear," Mom replied. She took the bird inside, and soon he was all better. "Thank you for bringing me here," the bird chirped happily. "You are very kind and helpful, little bear," he added. "I can't seem to get my carrot out of this hole," sniffled the rabbit. Maybe he did have what it takes to be friends with someone, he thought. After helping the bird, Billy and Squeaky went back into the forest. They had made one rabbit and one bird very happy, and that made them feel good. Just then, Billy noticed something. All the animals they had helped were now following them through the forest. Soon there were so many animals following them that it almost looked like a parade. "We made so many friends," Squeaky said with a smile. "And we helped them all," Billy replied. That's what friends do, Squeaky said. Can you help me? Billy thought for a moment. Well, I guess I could try, he said. He stuck his big, fluffy tail into the hole and pushed, but the carrot wouldn't budge. Just then, Squeaky ran up the tree and quickly began chewing on the branches above the rabbit. What are you doing? Billy shouted. I'm making a ramp so you can get the carrot out. Squeaky replied, and soon enough the ramp was complete. Billy rolled the carrot onto the ramp and into the hole. Thank you for helping me, the rabbit said with a smile. You are very kind and helpful, little bear, she added. And I think you, Squeaky, are very clever. Billy blushed at the compliment. Maybe he was kind and helpful after all, he thought. He doesn't even sound scary, but Billy didn't mind. He was a kind and gentle bear, and he wanted to be friends with everyone in the forest. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Once upon a time in a dark and scary forest, there lived a little bear named Billy. Every night before going to bed, Billy would look up at the stars in the sky and wish for a friend. Oh, how I wish someone would want to be my friend, he would sigh. One night, as Billy was gazing at the stars, a shooting star zoomed across the sky. Make a wish, little bear, a voice echoed through the forest. Startled, Billy fell onto his behind. Who said that? He squeaked. It was me, the voice replied. I am the great stargazer, and I grant wishes to those who believe in me. Billy jumped up and down. Oh, really? Then can you help me make a friend? He asked. Of course, the great stargazer boomed with a laugh. But it must be someone who is kind and helpful. Are you sure you can be friends with such an animal? Billy thought for a moment. Well, I guess I could try, he said slowly. All right then, here's your chance, the great stargazer said. I will send someone to you right away. And with that, the great stargazer waved his magic wand and poof, a tiny mouse appeared on top of Billy's head. Hello, squeaked the mouse. My name is Squeaky. Can I be your friend? Billy's eyes grew wide. Oh, sure, he stammered. But, where did you come from? The great stargazer sent me here to be your friend, Squeaky replied. He said you wished for a friend who was kind and helpful. Oh, I did, Billy said. But, well, I don't know if I'm kind or helpful. I've never had a friend before. Squeaky jumped down from Billy's head and took his paw. Then let's find out together, he said with a wink. So Billy and Squeaky set off into the forest to find someone who needed their help. As they continued on their journey, they came across a little bird lying on the ground. The bird was hurt. Billy felt even better when he heard those words. At that moment, Billy realized that being a friend wasn't just about receiving help. As the parade of animals continued through the forest, Billy noticed something else. Just then, the animals who had been following Billy came running. The great stargazer waved his magic wand. And so Billy the bear and Squeaky the mouse became best friends. The end.